Welcome to a discussion of the air-water energy product market in the dairy industry, which we'll be discussing today. And the dairy is a very large market for pumps, valves, filters, and other air-water and energy products. It's a market which is growing at a rate of about 5%. There is nearly 1 billion tons of milk being produced per year, and there is a rising demand for a number of the products in the milk segment, followed by butter and cheese, yogurt, and dairy desserts. And each one of them does have a separate set of total cost of ownership factors, which is what is quite important in order to develop better products with higher EBITDA. And the dairy is a $3 billion segment in air water energy of the $63 billion food and beverage AWE market, which again is part of a $300 billion total AWE market. And the most profitable market program can increase EBITDA by as much as doubling it from 15 to 30%, which in the case of a $3 billion market in dairy could add another 600 million in EBITDA for the AWE suppliers, but it would need to be done with a bottoms-up strategy rather than top-down, which is looking at every application and every plant. The total available market forecasts have to be quite specific. Niche forecasts have to be extensive down to the plant level. The total cost of ownership factors in each niche are key and become the foundation of the whole business strategy rather than peripheral. A customer pursuit is based on EBITDA ranking, and you do know in advance the potential, and sales leads are not the route to be following. Understanding the customer processes is key. Leveraging available knowledge needs to be done on an organized basis, and we are proposing the industrial internet of wisdom. And competitor intelligence can't be opportunistic. It has to be extensive as you develop these better products. The products that we're talking about here are all the ones involved in air, water, energy: centrifuges, compressors, cross-flow filters, dust collectors, dryers, ductwork, evaporators, fans, heat exchangers, instrumentation, and this would include design, control, and measurement. And again, measurement would be broken into liquid, solid, and gas, pneumatic conveyors, pumps and valves, and scrubbers. And their consumables, cartridges, for instance, are a consumable. Liquid cartridges, adsorbents, a catalyst, a filter cloths for liquid macro filtration and cross-flow filtration, and of course repair parts for pumps, valves, nozzles, and seals. The milk sheds, or places where milk is produced, are concentrated in various countries. Here they are in the United States, and here they are around the world. The activities of the dairy markets around the world depend on what the product is. So the drinking milk is declining. Soy and others are gaining market share. The European Union is the largest supplier of milk. Nestle's is the largest dairy company, with Danone in the third place, Lactalis in second place. U.S. is the largest cheese producer, followed by Germany. And it is necessary to analyze each, not only of the 12 largest manufacturers, but the hundreds of companies that make up any significant potential in the AWE market. the separation opportunities can be shown here, for instance, with cheese, where you have all these different process flow diagrams for whey and even like for salting cheese, etc., and various different steps like coagulation and cutting and cooking and others, all of which require pumps and valves, separation equipment, instrumentation, etc. And for each one of these, it's necessary to dig deeper. And for instance, for curd production, what exactly is required and how many pumps and valves and what types of separators and things are needed. Milk pasteurization has its own process flow diagrams. Butter has its own total cost of ownership aspects. The pumps that are needed need to be, in many cases, gentle so that the product itself is not damaged. They need to be easy to clean, and clean in place systems include the pumps and valves and are a substantial market as well. The valves for the dairy industry are somewhat different. For instance, ball valves are not used in the industry because of the cleaning problems. They need to withstand the high pressure cleaning, and there are needs for high viscosity valves as well. A number of different types of filters are used, as you can see here, from the permanent filters down to the filters made from fabrics, which are then replaceable. Cross-flow membrane technology is heavily used and has increased its market share over the years. The application of the different filter technologies varies with each of these different processes, and the spiral wound ultrafiltration membranes do have quite a place in the industry. So we'd like to thank you for spending some time discussing the dairy industry with us today, and the whole effort that we're putting into pump, valve, and other AWE product analysis for each different industry, including all the segments of food and beverage, but chemical and pulp and paper and others as well. This is Bob McIlvaine of the McIlvaine Company. Be glad to answer more questions for you. A lot of this is up on our website at mcilvainecompany.com, and my phone number is 847-226-2391, or you can reach me at my email, which is rmcilvaine@mcilvainecompany.com. Thank you for your attention.